Well, welcome to another episode of Netflix and Chill. Today is our Halloween special, where we are going to review the spookiest movies on Netflix. Ooh. Let's hit up the randomizer, shall we, guys?
Yes, let's.
You guys ready?
Generate!
I'm scared, guys, because it's Halloween. Generate.
19. That's not bad.
It's not bad. Only have to
First
count
page.
a little bit. Alright, well, look, check this out. Why don't we do 25? So 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19. The Abandoned.
Alright.
Alright.
Let's do it.
You could have seen Jaws.
Damn it.
Do you hear that?
Cooper, you gotta get out.
What did you say?
They're out. They're never gonna let you leave.
But we don't want to do that.
Don't do it!
Please let me out! Please, please, please! Please let me out!
It's a bad movie, but I mean, I think that it's okay in the sense that it's watchable, especially if if you're getting together with your friends on Halloween for like a party and you need a movie to play in the background.
Yeah.
You're not going to miss much. You can always tune in every
You don't have to
like
pay attention.
20, 30 minutes and you're still going to get whatever is in that movie, which is nothing.
You'll regret it if you pay full attention to the movie.
Because it doesn't really make sense for the most part.
Do you want to give a synopsis?
Sure. It's about a single mother, and she's on kind of her last legs. She gets a job. She's guarding this old abandoned place. It kind of looks like the set from The Shining, and some spooky stuff starts happening.
Yeah. So let me take it from there.
Yeah.
Nothing really spooky happens. I think it's it wants to be a scary movie. It definitely sort of has like a checklist of things that it just checks off.
It's got a lot
of the mill horror tropes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's got some jump scares if you're scared of loud noises.
Pretty much like all the other horror movies out there where it's like, hey, you're kind of walking around in the dark and you're searching for something, you don't know what's around the next corner kind of thing, and you hear noises and like, oh, what is that? And that's like 90% of the film. Speaking
of this film being dark,
Yeah.
it's super dark and it's impossible. I think the best way probably to view this movie would be in like a sensory deprivation tank, so that you can actually see what's happening.
It's too dark in here to see!
So, I don't know. What was good about this film? What did you guys like about it?
I mean, I don't think there's like really much to like in terms of,
Plot.
Yeah, plot. I think that it's a good movie if you want to have a few laughs with your friends.
Yeah, definitely.
It's definitely a movie you want to drink to.
Yeah, you can definitely have a few drinks to it and something else
Numb
if you
the
want,
pain.
right?
The movie is good for a laugh. If you have beer and friends, you can't watch this movie alone and get anything out of it.
If you're gonna be pumpkin carving, this is something nice to have in the background.
It's the worst thing about this movie is that it's impossible to figure out what this movie's about.
The movie really has to like draw you in. Like every single scene kind of has to have like a point to it and like keep this story going forward. Where like this movie, even from like the beginning, you don't like create any relationship or like empathy or sympathy with this like main character. Oh, the biggest moment in that entire film was probably that Elephant Man shot.
That's right.
Yes, John Merrick stars in this movie for one flick of a light switch.
John Merrick dressed as a stereotypical Frenchman in the like white striped shirt and drab pants. I
He
don't
was
know.
holding a baguette.
And you wait.
Yeah, I know.
You probably
wondering
wait
if he had
for
a beret
that.
on.
You wait for that moment, like maybe an hour and a half into the
That's
movie.
right.
Yeah. It's the Elephant Man.
So this is the moment where we rate the show. We've agreed 3 beer cans out of 10 beer cans. So allow me to drink to The Abandoned, as was the movie theater when this movie played.
Here goes nothing. Alright, finally.
Number 3. I'll be drinking down my frustration to The Abandoned.
Drown those sorrows. So, this is good. This is
Economical, safe space, and you get a lot.
Exactly.
All right, so
To The Abandoned.
to The Abandoned.
Never watch this movie.
May it be abandoned and forgotten.
Guys, are you ready for round 2 on Halloween? Scared. After that last one, I'm terrified. Okay, here we go. 178.
Well, it's the last page. We know that.
Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. The Pact.
Hi, baby. Can you see Mommy?
I can hear you, but I can't see you.
Can you see me now, baby?
Yeah? Mommy, who's that behind you?
Oh, God. Jamie, what did you see? It's where they go, where they go. Down, down, down below.
Well, that brings us to our second movie of the night, which is called The Pact.
The Pact.
Now, would any of you guys want to explain what this movie's about?
Yeah, okay. I'll take my take a shot at it.
Go for it.
So, The Pact is a film about this this woman who has some sort of family issues. Her sister goes missing, and then she has to, I guess, start like investigating. She goes, moves into her house, and I guess starts looking after her kid, and then some paranormal things are happening within the house, and then she goes to the police and whatnot, and they have to figure out kind of what's going on and what happened to her sister.
Right. That's pretty succinct, I would say.
Yeah,
feel like
considering how jumbled the movie was.
Yes, exactly. It was a lot harder to figure out that plot while watching the movie. In my opinion, it's better than The Abandoned because of a couple of reasons. One, it's lit really well, so you can see what's happening in the movie most of the time.
Yeah.
Most of the time, it takes place like in the day, which is fun.
Yeah.
Because I like horror movies that aren't just relying on nighttime and darkness and you can't see what's
Yeah,
happening.
Fear of the Dark.
Although there is a fair share of that in this too, but it's well lit. You can see what's happening. Cinematography is pretty good. The acting is so. I think that the horror element to it was a bit better than The Abandoned. I think that it was like better at creating tension. Like The Abandoned felt like there was no tension at all. This one had some build-ups. There's some cool creepy moments, like cool shots.
Yeah.
But still falls flat. It's not scary. So
Yeah, this movie had a lot of those like horror cliches where
jump scares.
yeah, jump scares, and you're kind of walking slowly through a hallway, and trying to see what's behind like a closed door or what's in the shadows.
I found, at least though, after the beginning with the sister and Skyping her daughter and then supernatural things happen. Once that got past and the main character, really the other sister, who looks very similar, we were actually confused about that too. Once she came in, at least the movie knew what it was about. The abandon, it kept flopping all over the place. Like, we didn't know where it was going. At least this it then set itself up as like a murder mystery supernatural thing.
Right.
And it did stick with that at least. So that's something.
Yeah. Let down, and apparently there's a sequel to it.
Yeah, the Pact 2.
Which is also on Netflix. We might end up landing on that at some point.
God.
Might end up having to watch that.
I hope that we can make our own Pact.
And not
if
watch
we
that
land on
movie.
the Pact 2, we just won't watch it. We'll just count it as a dud and move on.
And if we do, we're doing it for you.
And you.
And you.
There were some cool shots. There were some cool death sequences, cool dream sequences. They're very short and few and far between, but it was fun seeing those at least. It felt like the story was more focused. So like I wasn't like super pissed off at being like, this doesn't make any sense. Although there was a lot of it that didn't make any sense.
There was a lot of it, yeah.
But not as pissed off as I was with The Abandoned. So 3 out of 10 it is. All right, so here the best part of this show. To the Pact. May we never watch that movie again.
I'll drink to that.
Now you're drinking Canadian cold shots.
Yes, we'll make a pact on these 3 beers that we will never watch the Pact ever again.
All right, so you heard it here, Netflix and chill. Don't watch the Pact. Don't watch The Abandoned. Drink cold shots. Okay, here it goes. 92. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Exeter. We just missed the Pact 2. Thank fucking God.
The Exeter School for the Feeble-Minded. The facility's original purpose was to educate and rehabilitate mentally challenged and mentally deranged children. Exeter was not a place where young people found help, but a place where they were discarded and destroyed.
It's empty. Yes, let's party.
No way.
Why not? No cops, no neighbors. It's perfect.
No.
If you find this, I'm probably hacked up and dead like the rest of my friends.
We can drive a stake through his heart.
He's not Nosferatu, fucktard.
He needs an exorcism, you assholes. A fucking exorcism.
You serious? Why not? I found a do-it-yourself site.
Do you know how insane that is?
Okay, so we just watched.
What's the name of it? Exeter.
Exeter, yes.
That's right.
Exeter, yes. Okay, so does anyone want to try and explain what this movie was about?
I think
Okay.
I think you'll do the best job.
Sure, it's a pretty basic story, I guess. It's about a bunch of teens, and they go party at a derelict mental asylum because that's always fun. And after the party, the hardcore drug addicts stay, and they decide to dabble in the dark arts. They do a little, light as a feather, thick as a board. And they inadvertently summon a demon, or so they think, because there is an M. Night Shyamalan ding-dong twist at the end.
It's got its moments. I think this movie is it's pretty fun. I think obviously this movie was made by somebody who really likes horror movies. Because it's got everything. Every trick in the bag is in this movie. It's like a possession film. It's a ghost film. It's a slasher flick. It's a abandoned asylum film. It's got everything.
And of course, it has teens and drugs.
Exactly. Yeah. It's the teen movie.
Yeah.
It suffers because it's the same thing for way too long.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing. They never leave the asylum. It's just like room after room of them searching for answers or a way out.
And that asylum is very big.
Yes. It's a big asylum.
It's a big building.
Yes.
And the electricity is still running after so many years.
It's been abandoned for like 50 years. No, but it's it definitely it sucks because it's too long for what it is. Yeah. If it was 20 minutes, it would be pretty good.
It'd be good as a short film.
It'd be good as a short film. They did kind of follow through with a bit of the setup that they had in it, which was pretty good. Like they have a very humorous part at the beginning of the movie. Like immediately, like they run into the brother.
They run over the main character's brother.
They run over the main character's brother within the first 5 seconds of the movie, and it's comical. And then later, the priest comes in this big like exorcist moment where you see him walking across the street. And it's like a complete shot-for-shot ripoff, and then he's like having this moment of contemplation. He just immediately gets gunned down, face first into the garage. It was comical. I mean, like that's it. It was like kind of self-referential at times. It's kind of it's a funny movie, you know. Like definitely not supposed to take it seriously. I think if you do, then you're going to be really
very
disappointed.
Yeah. I did like the fact though that it tried to put some humor into it. That, you know, horror movies, they need to have a cool down period, right?
Sure.
You know, and comedy is one of the best ways of doing that.
For sure.
But the horror bits weren't very scary, and the comedy bits were
not that funny.
Not that funny, yeah.
No, it was a flop.
Nice try, Damien!
Drew, what the hell are you doing, man?
Hold on. Hey, Drew.
What the hell is wrong with you?
You don't remember?
Remember what? Where are my pants?
Patrick, careful.
Guys, he's alright. He's alright. This is Chris Angel shit, man.
So I guess I'm gonna go with
we're gonna go with a 4.
The 4.
4 beers out of 10.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's pretty much out of just comparing it to the other 2.
Yes. Yeah. That's really we're being generous because we're comparing it with total shit. Wait a minute, we're giving us a 4 out of 10, so
4 out of 10.
That's right.
That means 2 for you, buddy.
Do the honors.
Oh, thanks.
Okay, well, what's this movie called again?
Exeter.
Everyone that exited the theater when they saw this.
Yeah, if it made it.
If it even wasn't.
It definitely wasn't.
It's burning my throat.
Oh my god. Well, I'll take this time to thank, Molson Canadian for making these ridiculous drinks. It's cheap, effective.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
He's like crying.
This is difficult, doing this show, but we do it for you guys.
Yeah, this is all for you.
For you! And you!
And you.
Since our Halloween special, in terms of the movies we randomly picked, we did not pick these on our own volition.
No.
We didn't recommend any of them.
No.
We thought we should at least recommend some
movies for your Halloween experience.
Yes, thank you.
I'll go first because this movie has been, talked about for quite some time, and a lot of people have given good positive reviews, and I would have to recommend The Witch on on Netflix. It is one of those slower movies, but it is very accurate. It's a great period piece. Has some really brilliant acting in it. I was actually reading up on it, like the historical accuracy of it.
Yeah.
Apparently, the director and the writer,
same guy.
Yeah, but they looked at documents from the past from that time period to actually see what people.
That's right. Like journals and stuff like that.
Yeah, right. We're actually saying language that they use during these trials and whatnot, right?
Yeah.
So it is very accurate. It's a cool movie. I would recommend that if you're. I wouldn't play it at maybe at a party or something, right? It's a bit slow. It might not get like everyone engaged in it, but if you want something, you know, sit down where you can watch it on your own, or whatever, you know, The Witch is a good one.
I'll recommend one I just recently saw called Blood Lake, which is the perfect movie if you're looking for a shitty B, like campy B movie experience. It's basically like one step removed from the whole Sharknado like sci-fi channel shit, and it's about like lampreys, which are some sort of eel. It's like a fish, and they're actually kind of scary.
They're
like,
creepy.
They're creepy on their own. This film does not do that justice whatsoever because it plays as like a joke. But the lampreys, they take over a lake, Blood Lake, and they come out of the water and they start attacking people. So I would recommend it. I think it's pretty fun. It's stupid. Definitely watch it with like a group of friends. Bring a 6-pack and like prepare to not take anything seriously because it's just really dumb. But it's fun. It's fun dumb.
Fun dumb.
Yeah.
Oh man, I don't know. All I can think of is the Proxy, or Proxy. It's just called Proxy. It's good. I enjoyed it a lot. I picked it off kind of a whim. It constantly had me guessing. Had some really good gory moments, which was kind of shocking because it's not that type of movie. It's a pretty good suspense, psychological horror. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Well, you know, we can call it a wrap.
Yeah, that brings us to the end of our Halloween special, and you know, I hope you guys don't watch the movies that we watched during this, and check out some of the recommendations that we actually did have, and join us, you know, next time on the show to find out what
maybe we'll have
movies.
A Christmas special.
Maybe we'll have a Christmas special next week, just for the hell of it.
Anyway,
okay,
you know, happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween. Woo!